it's fun. I enjoy it. I do really enjoy it. As you can probably tell by the fact that whenever I get a chance to talk about FF14, I am going to talk about FF14. But, I actually hit one of the caps in the free trial. I now have 300,000 gil. You can't get more than 300,000 gil on the free trial. So now whenever I do any content, the money is just fading into the ether. And I'm probably just gonna, I should just get off the free trial, because there's some other things I want to do that I can't do on free trial. Like, I've been really considering joining a free company. Anyone who's not a Final Fantasy player, it's a guild. You can't join guilds when you're a free trial player. So I've been meaning to do that as well. And there's a couple of guilds that I've sort of got my eyes on who I know I'm gonna be able to keep playing with after the Oceanic shift, because they're both guilds that want to move over to Oceanic. I wonder if they're still in my search. It should be in my search history. No, I'll save the better one to second. One of them is the Oceanauts. Both of these are based on Kujata. Both of them are currently looking for recruitment, and they're just looking for people. Like, they're not looking for, like, any specific things. And I think that's cool. So they're just generally looking for people who just, want to play the game. No matter under what circumstances you leave it, home does not cease to be home. No matter how much you lived there, well or poorly, welcome home. That is a mess of a statement. Like, I feel like there's some missing commas in there or something. But yeah, this is one of the FCs I'm looking at joining. They have currently 45 members. Their rank is 30 right now. Previous month they were ranked 45 on the server. So they've actually been climbing. They've been consistently climbing week to week. Probably because they're doing like a really big like member recruitment drive right now. It seems like a lot of the FCs that are moving over have been doing this. But the other one that I'm looking at, here we go. Which, just because of the name is a bit more... no, that's the one with the same name on Crystal. Here it is. The Monkeys of Eorzea. I'm very, very tempted to join the Monkeys of Eorzea. Like, do you not want to be... Do you not want to be a monkey? Do you not want to return to monkey? Because I would like to return to monkey. Also, they have a really great logo. I do like this. That's cute. I like any excuse to show a Gubo, whatever you call them. The big like flappy arm dudes who run. If you don't play FF, I'm gonna show you what it is because they're adorable. You're either gonna think I'm really weird or you're gonna agree with me. Look at this thing. Okay, look, the big dudes, maybe the big dude's not as adorable, right? Maybe not. But like, what if you get one as a minion? Look at that thing. It's adorable. How can you not love that? You get this from one of the MSQ quests, and I don't use it because I got a cat from the Gold Saucer, and I have a cat following me around everywhere. But, like, look, how could you not love this thing? Also, you can get it as a mount, which is also great. I'm not sure where you get this mount, but I want this. Currently, I only have the, I only have my Chocobo as a mount, sadly. But I will find where I get this, and I will get it. Even if it requires me to, like, grind it out for ages. But this one also is just looking for people. They don't care who, they just want members. There are different places are looking for different things, but like for the ones that are just trying to like build groups to like move over to Oceanic, most of them that I've seen are just They're basically just, like, trying to get members to join. It's not like it's going to be hard to get people to move over to Oceanic. Like, people are going to move over to Oceanic. It's going to happen no matter whether people actually like it, which should... It's going to... Honestly, it'll be nice because hopefully it means that there is less congestion trying to actually join the server, because almost every single day that I try to play is almost every day I try to play, there are going to be people in queue. I have not played on... I think the only day there's not a queue is, like, Wednesday at, like, 12 p.m. Like, at lunchtime. And that's only because, like, it's the middle of the day. But anytime after, like, 2 or 3 o'clock, always a queue. And the longer the night goes on, the longer the queue gets. And I think that's because you have all of the Australian players, the Oceanic players, all of just the general, like, Oceanic people, and also Asia. Like, all of Asia and all of the Oceanic people are on the exact same fucking servers. So, queues are expected. But moving the Oceanic people out into their own thing should definitely alleviate that. There are some things that I'm sad about leaving when I do leave to go to the Oceanic servers, because, like, I'm starting to get to the point where I recognize a lot of names running around the server, and look, it's gonna be sad to have to, like, find all that stuff again. But this is why I think it's important to go and join an FC before moving over, just so I don't go into this new data center, this new server with, like, knowing absolutely nobody. But, like, I'm gonna lose stuff like this. Like, if anyone who's just listened to the audio version, we have 2 players, Papa Chai and Godbert Mandeville. Papa Chai is literally always in the Aetheryte Plaza of Limsa Lominsa. I don't think he plays this game. I think he just RPs. I think he does nothing but RPing and just sits in Limsa Lominsa running like a dice gambling thing. I don't know if it's against TOS. I don't think anyone cares. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. But he does dice gambling in, like, the Aetheryte Plaza. And Godbert Mandeville, that's more of, like, a lore thing. This dude showed up out of nowhere. So the Gold Saucer, which is basically the area you go to do all your gambling, that is owned by... is the guy who owns it... Is his name Godbert Mandeville? Or I know his last name is Mandeville. Gold Source, let me just check. Is he RPing as the owner? I'm blanking on it. Because the place is called the Mandeville Gold Saucer. Let's go to the wiki. Yes. Mandeville. Yeah, okay. If the owner is okay, so he is RPing as Godbert Mandeville. He decided to go and, you know, start dancing next to Papa Chai. This sort of stuff, it happens on every data center, every server, but, like, I'm gonna miss out on this, like, this specific interaction. But there are different things that happen everywhere, and I'm sort of just gonna have to see what ends up happening on the pure English servers. Or I guess they're not English, really, because it is Oceanic, so you're gonna have Southeast Asia as well. But from what I've noticed, like, even though this is, like... So the server I play... the server I play on is effectively the English server. And you're obviously going to have, like, Southeast Asian people in it as well. But what typically happens is you either have Japan, or you have Japanese, or you have English. It seems like most people typically just go to English when they're on Tombri or Kujata. But it will be interesting to see sort of what happens when we have our own dedicated servers. If we have, like... If, like, one of the data centers becomes the like mainly the Southeast Asian data center, but then a different one becomes the Australian data center, for example. I'm sort of curious, like, if that's gonna happen, or if we're all just gonna like, merge together. I'm gonna go wherever the FC that I joins ends up going, because I don't, I'm not playing this game with anybody else right now. The only other people I know who are playing this play on NA. So like, it doesn't matter where I go, because they're not going to be on my data center. Yeah, I'm probably gonna join the monkeys of Eorzea, just because I wanna go around. Also, their tag that sits above your head is just monkey. So like, that's just great as it is. These guys formed very recently. They only formed. What's the 7th month? 7th month is July. Yes. They only formed in July. When did the other guys form? Also July. I'm guessing they both formed after it was announced that oceanic servers were actually happening. That sort of makes sense. Well, of course, you wouldn't create something called the Oceanauts and like with your goal purpose being moving over if the servers were not going to be a thing. Yeah. I do expect servers to be a bit rough when they first launch. That's sort of like how it goes with every sort of launch like this, but hopefully it's not too bad. And hopefully. That's all I have to say. Hopefully it goes well. And the RPers will find their own things to do. Like, I don't care about RPing from my perspective, right? But they do sort of add a sort of flair into the server. Like, especially when they're people who always and do nothing but RP. Like, they sort of add this flair into the server. You get used to them being there. You see them, like, they're basically acting like NPCs for a good portion of it. Especially when they're trying to not just play a character, but also play in character. It's sort of like they're just extra NPCs in the world. But hey, maybe Papa Chai will follow us over to Oceanic. It's possible. I don't know. I don't think he's in an FC, so maybe he could. Look, I don't know. I don't know what his plans are. If he just wants to chill where he is, but if he wants to move, maybe he's moved before. Maybe he actually has Papa Chai accounts on every single data center. And he's actually already he's actually just multi-boxing gambling. I haven't gone to any other servers, so I don't know. Maybe he is. Like, he's just running this, like, massive gambling ring on the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV.